Over the next few episodes, we're going to talk around startups. It's interesting because it's never been easier to get a business off the ground. And with all that convenience comes a major hurdle. And that hurdle is there's a lot of noise out there. And what we mean by noise, there are businesses all around the world, no matter what country you're in, that are offering a very similar product or service than what you're offering. So how do you differentiate yourself, your brand, from your competition? It's actually, in our belief, more difficult today to do that than it was 10 to 20 years ago. Even though we have advanced so far with technology and so many more people are comfortable doing interactions and things online, it's actually had a negative effect. And that negative effect is everybody's online, everybody's pushing their product or service on social media, on AdWords, on a range of different advertising platforms, that the consumer or the business you're trying to sell to is actually getting confused because they have so many options to choose from. So it's imperative that we separate your brand, your concept, your idea from the entire marketplace that's out there. We break this down, and over the coming few weeks, we're going to go in depth. But these are some of the topics that we're going to be discussing. The first one is market research. We then delve into business direction, your business plan. Now, when we say business plan, it's not a traditional business plan. This is around an evolving model that's constantly looking for innovation, looking where is your product or service going, and being agile and able to adapt. The next part is cash flow. The real main difference with Astute Theory and a lot of other consultancy firms is because we are a team of chartered accountants, we have the in-depth knowledge of understanding forecasting and being able to get your organization to the level you need to get it to. And that's then the next part of our conversation when we start talking about financial analysis. Getting those models correct. So if you are looking for funding, if you are looking for capital, how can we best get the picture out there for these future investors? The next part are business structure. Again, looking for the future, understanding how do we set the business up today, because where do we see it in 5 or 10 years time? Then once we've done all that work and all that road mapping, we then start to break down the digital roadmap. We look at your digital footprint. How do we build your ecosystem, no matter again what your product or service is? How do we build your marketing plan? By compiling all these different factors, we're able to then look at your startup and have a clear direction of not only where you're going to be now 6 months or 12 months down the track, but where you're going to be 5 or 10 years down the track. And it's imperative that we go down this path. It has worked time and time again for us, and this is why we're one of the trusted firms when it comes to startups and getting businesses off the ground. So we look forward over the coming weeks to discuss these topics more in depth, and I really hope you enjoy the series. For more information, if there's any questions you have, feel free to visit our website at astutetheory.com.au.